This afternoon. Thank you. Joining me now by phone is American Pie singer-songwriter, American legend Don McLean. Don, thank you for taking time with us right now when I know your heart must be very heavy. Tell us, tell us about Dolly.
This is as big as Elvis. You know, it really is. It got the same feeling as when Elvis Presley died. It's a national, shock of a major size. And I can tell you, she ran the table as far as having every kind of award and every kind of statistic. But I know a lot of guys in Nashville who worked for her, and they say she was so generous and nice to them, giving them a lot of money when they weren't, in her band anymore, severance money. She didn't have to, and this kind of thing. So she was, genuinely what she appeared to be.
I don't need to tell you this, but there are not a ton of people who really make it big in show business who go on to have tremendous, generation-defining careers who then also become equally well-known for being a wonderful person. She is one of the rare few who achieved that.
Well, that's why it's killing the country right now to hear this news, because this is a very painful thing to hear, and we're going to hear a lot more about it, I suppose, as the days go on. And but she would tell a story about her song "I Will Always Love You" that Elvis Presley wanted to record, and his people called her and wanted half the publishing. And she said, well, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. So Elvis didn't do the song. And my song, "And I Love You So," was done by Elvis Presley, but we got the same call. He wanted half the publishing. Wow. And I said no, and he went ahead and did it. So he never knew, but she thought that was things she'd missed out on. She really wanted to hear Elvis do her song, see what he would have done with it. But anyway, she is exactly, what you think she is. And we're all going to just miss this so much. It's been a permanent part, of my life since I first set eyes on her in a hotel room with Porter Wagoner back in 1970. And nobody knew who she was. And I thought, wow, she's not only beautiful, but she's so talented. And, who knew that she'd develop into this gigantic star.
It's, I guess, ironic, Don, to hear you talk about a world in which nobody knew who Dolly Parton was. I was born in the 80s. That sounds really unimaginable to me. She's she sort of surpasses icon status now. She's really her own everything. She's her own industry. She is, she has transformed your business for women. She's a humanitarian.
But she was all business. She was very serious, a country girl, and she had nothing. And I think when you have an intelligent, really a brilliant person like she is and was, and you've grown up with nothing, I mean, really grinding poverty, that you want to work hard and take advantage of all this opportunity that's out there, that a wonderful career like she had would bring you. And I'm sure this is the same for Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley and all the other stars in country music in the 1950s. They were looking at being, sharecroppers or truck drivers, and they knew how lucky they were. And she's the same. She knew how lucky she was, and she worked at it, valued it, valued the audience. I saw her in Bangor, Maine, about 12 years ago, and she came out in this low-cut gown and high heels and sang. It was about 38 degrees out, and she sang for more than an hour, and then she took a break, and then she came back for another hour and sang all her hit records. So it was 2.5 hours of freezing out there, and she was just, that's what she did, and tough as nails. tough as nails. I was getting worn out watching her. You know, that's how strong she was.
Do you have a favorite Dolly song?
No, I don't. That I Will Always Love You. I like that a lot.
It's not a bad pick. What about, you know, she had all these amazing Dolly one-liners, starting with, like, one of my colleagues and I were just talking about how she said, do you know how expensive it is to look this cheap? Do you have a favorite Dolly one-liner?
I like that one. I thought that was always the one that I remember.
Yeah, it's always pretty great. What do you think, Don, you know, really having known her as an artist and as a person, what do you most want America to remember about her?
Well, she sets a really wonderful example for young stars coming up, young ladies. She wasn't always searching for the lowest common denominator, you know, which I think we do today. Yeah. How can we go lower? You know, how can we do something that's going to attract people by being, you know, crude? And she had a lot of class. She really did. She held herself in high esteem. She valued herself, and that came through. You know, that's why she was always letter perfect, and she always was looking gorgeous. And this takes a great deal of effort to be camera ready all the time. You know, everybody today is talking about, oh, I can't do the show because I have a headache, or my mental health is bothering me, or some reason. You know, she didn't have excuses. There were no excuses with her. I can tell you that right now.
No excuses. Maybe that's what we should all reflect on, you know, and especially in this moment, as you mentioned, with a younger generation that seems frustrated when it comes to making that transition from student or amateur to professional in this country. You know, it's the determination and the doggedness and the energy for hard work that I think jumps to mind first for a lot of folks when they think of Dolly.
She valued the opportunity she was getting because she grew up with very bleak horizon, almost no opportunity. And so she valued the opportunity, and so did so many of the other, you know, original country stars. They came from this kind of a background, so they worked very hard. You know, they would do 300 one-nighters a year, and they lived in the bus, you know, and but she didn't seem to fall victim to, you know, pill addiction and these kinds of things. She valued herself. That's one thing you could tell. And she, you know, success was important, but I think her personal integrity was more important than even success, and that came through.
It's remarkable, Don, that, you know, her husband died not that long ago. We often see people, you know, couples who are married for decades pass in rapid succession, sadly.
You know, this is getting into the personal side of things, which I don't think she was ever comfortable with. But certainly, you know, you can see that could be a possibility. I was surprised as she was not appearing at different things that normally she's not the kind of artist who would not show up. Being there was as much a part of her professional attitude as anything. You must appear when you've been booked and when people are expecting you. And so she was very much a professional. So this is a little strange. I don't know what's going on, but
It's a remarkable insight. Yeah, we haven't seen her publicly very often before learning about this terrible news this afternoon. Don, wishing you love and healing over the coming days. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about her this afternoon.
I hope I could add a few little things to the dialogue, but I'm really shocked. And to me, it feels like the death of Elvis Presley. It really does. It feels that same, because there was that closeness, you know, and that feeling of really knowing someone, having them be a part of your life for so long. So anyway, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Don. We're all huge
Okay, bye.
fans of yours here, and we really appreciate you taking time for us this afternoon.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.